Hello, Alberta Crusader Nation. What's going on? Justin Strohmdawg back here for another AUpuck Report, Episode 2. First off, before we get into it, I just want to thank everybody who watched Episode 1 and gave a lot of nice feedback. I appreciate it, and I hope you keep enjoying this awesome show and keep watching. Today, we got a lot of people here today. This is a jam-packed episode, so you might need your popcorn. You might want to get your popcorn for this one. Today, we have not one, not two, not three, not four, 5 guests today. A lot of guests today. That includes Alec Oncay, who will be talking to us about the Pink of the Rink game that will be happening on the 28th. Also, we have the head coach, Dziedzic, here. Awesome. Talk about the season so far. Also, of course, we have players, including goaltender Bryce Miceli, also defenseman Klosinski, and defenseman Alec Krause. So, before we get into that, let's talk about the recent game against Brynäthen. The 13-1 loss. It's just one of those games where you just couldn't handle the Lions. I mean, they put a lot of shots on us that game. It's just a game you want to forget about. Our struggles with Brynäthen continue, but hopefully that will be the last time we see Brynäthen. They are moving to the NCAA next year, so the headache of Brynäthen Lions will no longer be a headache anymore. But I do wish Brynäthen all the best in the NCAA. They really deserved the game the other day. Definitely peppered us, but you know that happens sometimes, and you just gotta move on to the next game. And hopefully the guys will regroup for this weekend. Went to their practice the other night. They look pretty. They look actually better. They went through a lot of skating drills, which probably Dak will talk about in his segment. So anyway, just forget about that game, and move on to the next one. We'll move on to this Sunday against the University of Maryland. But before we get into all of these awesome guests, let's check out a video. All right, welcome. I'm here with my first guest, Alec Oncay. First of all, Alec, welcome.
Thank you. Excited to be here.
Right. This is actually the girlfriend of Alumni McKelvie. Mm-hmm. He was, I believe, the second all-time points leader now, since the record was broken last year.
He's still the first.
Oh, he's still the first?
Fun fact.
Well, there we go.
Well, they're tied.
Oh, they're tied.
Yeah.
With Nico Del Giorno. Okay. Well, first off, how are you doing, Lex?
Good. It's finally in senior year, so I'm excited.
Same. How is Jimmy doing?
He's great. He's working all the time. He just got back from Chicago. He went to the Blackhawks season opener.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, he's good though.
That's good. Talk about this year's Pink of the Rink. Like, what do you have planned?
Okay, well, first we're selling T-shirts. They say "Drop the Mitts, Fight Breast Cancer." Very excited about that. Just finally got approval yesterday.
Yeah.
But I'm so excited to be doing it. This is my first time doing it, and I've seen it every year since I was a freshman. And I'm like, yes, I finally get to do it. So I want to kind of have like a big thing for it. Like, it means a lot to me. It's got a special place in my heart. So I want to do pink balloons, banners, little streamers all over.
Going all out.
Oh yeah, all out.
Just like last year.
Yeah, just like last year.
So the shirts. Talk about if people want a shirt, how they can get a shirt.
So we are currently selling the shirts in the cafeteria. We are selling them during lunch and dinner. We have T-shirts and long sleeves. They're pink with black writing, and the T-shirts are $10, and the long sleeves are $14. So you can get them there. You can get at the game this Sunday, and then we also have them on Monday on the caf, and then we will have some extras at the Pink the Rink game on the 28th that you can buy there.
Very cool. I'll definitely maybe buying one.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not sure which one though.
Me neither. I want both.
Same. This is probably like the first time it's been at Santander and rather than Body Zone. How your decorations gonna work at Santander?
That's a great question. I have only been there twice for Carrie Underwood concert
I've been
and
there
graduation.
forever.
Actually, 3 times I've been there for a Royals game.
There you go.
We saw each other at the Royals game. I would like, everybody to kind of sit on one side, but everybody sits where they want and have like a pink area and everybody wears their pink and there's the balloons there. And then I'd like to make a big banner and put it on the opposite side from where the players sit on the bench.
Okay.
So that way we can all see it there, maybe behind one of the nets. And then have the table where we're going to be selling the shirts at the front where everybody's entering.
Okay. So that game's on the 28th, correct?
Yep, 28th at 7:30. We're playing Rowan. Hopefully we kick their butt. Hopefully.
Yeah, this past Sunday wasn't a good one.
That's what I heard. Hey, we can always turn it around. It's still the beginning of the season.
Oh yeah, plenty of games to go, and especially right now since there's like 5 home games. They're not on the road till like November or something.
Perfect.
Because a couple of their games were canceled.
That's what I heard. Yeah, yesterday's and Saturdays, right?
Yeah, so hopefully they're
well rested and ready for Sunday.
And rescheduled. I've been at their practice the other night, and the coach really made them skate.
Oh, good.
So they looked really tired after, but they did very well.
Good.
I think one of the interesting things I saw, like one of the drills was they skate from one line to the next, and then they would go down and do push-ups.
On the ice?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So they were like doing like 20 of them. I'm like,
I
wow.
cannot do that. Let me tell.
No, I can't do it. I can't do any push-ups.
Yeah, I can't do. I can barely skate. I go out there with Jimmy, and he'll just skate circles around me, and I'm holding on to the wall like the little kids.
Yeah, that's probably
Come
me.
out. Yeah, I'm just like, I like dry land or melted ice, either or.
Okay, well, that's pretty much it. Thank you for coming. I really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, of course.
Glad I could be here.
So, if you want pink shirts or contact
Pink
Alex.
shirts, yeah. Find me on Twitter or in the cafeteria.
Also, if people are watching, your phone number, if they want your phone number.
Oh, yeah. My phone number is 856-649-3395. So you can always text me there.
Okay. Well, we're good. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Brian Strohmdawg, number 11 for your Alumni Crusaders forward, and you're watching the AUpuck Report.
All right, welcome back. I'm here with our next guest, the head coach. Dag, welcome.
Hey, thanks for having me, Stromy.
We tried to get you last week, but you had some work you had to do. But I'm so excited that you're here this week. Hope you're ready to get into some questions.
I can't wait.
Dag here is a 2013 alumni, correct?
Correct.
This is your first year being the coach. You were previously assistant for the past 2 seasons before. So talk about the transition from being a player to assistant coach and then coach.
Yeah. Going from player to assistant coach was, a little easy because, I was a little bit of the buffer between Tom and the players. I played with a lot of the guys, so it was pretty easy. But in a way it was hard because I had to play bad cop sometimes, and I know that's where things got a little dicey, but it was a good learning experience and prepared me to take on the head coach job.
I actually got to experience some of your bad cop the last game of the season during the intermission. I heard you really give it to the players. I see where during the locker room because the door was open.
Yeah.
So that was it. I really enjoyed that. Only a couple of games into the season, but how do you think the team's going right now?
I'd say since August, the team's getting a lot better. We have 10 freshmen and 7 sophomores, so a lot of guys are still getting used to the systems that we're putting in place, but I think we've made huge strides since August, so we're looking to build off that and to get some wins in the future. I
was at your practice the other night. Really let the players skate, that they need to start getting it together. So let's talk about that practice, how you think that practice went. I thought it went very well.
I think the guys skated hard. going back to the last game versus Bernathen, I told the captains and I told the players, it's not it's not because we lost, it's how we lost, and I wasn't a fan of their compete level in the second and third period. I didn't think they were skating hard to lose pucks and too many turns in the neutral zone and D zone. So I had to let them know that if you want to get a lot of playing time on the team, you got to compete hard and skate hard to every loose puck, and that's kind of what the practice was like on Tuesday, as you saw.
Nice. Now, one of the things that I saw in practice the other day was interesting. I don't know if you added this, but every time the players would skate back and forth, they would have to do push-ups. Now, is that something you implemented in that, or is that just?
It's just something to throw in there. In the past, a typical bag skate would just be all legs, and I try to incorporate legs and arms to kind of keep their minds fresh, I guess you can say, and keep them fresh. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I've never seen that before, where they go back and forth and just start doing push-ups.
Yeah, it's something. It's a drill I saw online and I liked it a lot, so I figured I'd incorporate it with the guys here.
I can't do a push-up.
Yeah, I'm right there with you.
Couple of games coming up this weekend. Finally back at Santander. That'll be your first time actually coaching at Santander. Talk about that building, and it's like a bigger ice type of service.
Yeah, no, it's a cool building. It's a little bit different than Body Zone. The boards don't have as much pop when it comes to banking the puck up the boards to make a play.
Okay.
It's a little same thing with the glass. But it's cool, whenever the coaches or the players walk in, they kind of feel like they're in the show. They walk in through the dock area, and you kind of walk underneath the stands, and you got the ice out there for you, and the big setting. So it's cool, but at the same time, it's kind of not like Body Zone. So guys got to make adjustments, and since we have a lot of new guys on the team this year, they're going to figure that out probably in the early stages of our game this Sunday against Maryland.
Okay, so do you prefer to be on Body Zone ice because you're used to that more and it's a lot smaller?
Not really. I mean, I like both arenas. I played at Body Zone when I was a freshman, and I liked it a lot. So it's just something I'll have to work on in the future, get more games there, so guys get more used to the ice surface and the stands and stuff like that.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Speaking of upcoming games, there's actually 2 games there before I film again. This Sunday against the University of Maryland. Can you give us a scouting report on University of Maryland and what's it going to take to beat them and get back on the win side?
Yeah, well, last year we tied them in the SM preseason tournament. They're a team that's going to compete hard all 3 periods.
Mm-hmm.
They're not going to give you a lot of time and space on the ice, so we just need to do what we do best and compete hard, get a lot of shots from the points, screen the goalies, and keep it simple.
And then on Wednesday, we're back again at Santander, this time Shippensburg. Have anything on them?
Don't really have anything on them. I know they're in the American Conference in the DVCHC.
Okay.
They played against East Stroudsburg a couple weeks ago, and I think they just got by East Stroudsburg. So, but Shippensburg's a team that we always have their number against, so we got to keep that streak going.
Well, that's it for this one. I want to thank you for coming. Hopefully we get you in a lot more.
Awesome.
I love having you for this coaching side of things.
Yeah, thank you for having me, and looking forward to coming back in the future.
All right.
All right.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Set it up! Set it up! Set it up! Eyes on place, Alec!
I don't know.
What the penalty? All right, welcome back. I'm here with our next guest, defenseman Alec Krause. He's a freshman here. First of all, welcome.
Thank you for having me.
First off, how's the college life treating you right so far?
It's pretty good right now. Team seems to be accepting me pretty well.
Are classes going good too?
Yeah, classes aren't too hard yet, so we'll keep seeing how it goes next semester.
Okay. You played high school at Pottstown, am I right?
Yeah, I was actually the only player from my high school.
Oh,
I came
okay.
up here and played with Governor Mifflin and Exeter High School. So
Okay.
I actually was on Bryce's team for high school hockey my
Oh,
senior
cool.
year.
So talk about your high school playing days.
High school was pretty intense, I would say. It wasn't that bad, but it's nothing like travel. I know there are better leagues in the Berks League, but it was fun. Met a lot of cool guys. Played with Dane's little brother, actually, so that was something cool.
How has the transition been like from high school to college? Any big differences or?
Yeah, it's a lot faster, much faster. A lot of the guys are a lot bigger. Billy helped me realize that. There are a lot bigger guys out here, and I'm not gonna be blowing kids up like I did in high school.
Okay.
High school kids, they didn't skate too well, so.
What type of defenseman are you? Like what you playing with?
I feel like I'm more of a defensive defenseman. I really have no hands, so when you got no hands, you can't really score goals or take the puck up. Like Zach Vendetti's really good at doing that. Mike Urban, he can move the puck. I can pass it. That's about all I got. I don't really have much after that.
Talk about what's your feelings on the coaching staff for this year? There's a lot of new coaches, not new faces, but new coach behind the scenes this year.
Well, all three coaches have been really nice in helping me deal with my transition and get moving, get the flow of college hockey. I remember junior year of high school when I skated with the team, Dak and Lucian were talking to me about, oh, you're going to be here next year, and I'm like, I'm only a junior. They're like, oh my goodness, what are you doing out here, man? That's a little insane.
Now, tough loss this past Sunday. What do you think it's gonna take to get back on the win side this Sunday?
A lot of hard work. Definitely got to stay out of the box. If we stay out of the box, we'll be able to win. That seems to be our biggest problem. We go in the box, they put a puck in the net. You stay out of the box, no pucks go in, we're fine. We'll win games.
Last question here. What made you want to come to Albernia?
I don't really know. Like I said, I skated with the team my junior year of high school, just so I could get a feel. Because everyone was telling me junior year is the hardest year of high school. You're gonna have to start looking at a college, and I'm like, I know I want to play college hockey, so I knew Albernia skated at Body Zone. My dad hooked me up with OC. I started talking to him, and I came out, started skating a few times last year, skated a bunch of times with the team, came out, did an overnight, loved it. Now I'm here.
Cool. That's all I got for today, but thank you for coming, and keep working hard out there. Your practice has been working really hard, so.
All right, thanks.
And all the best this weekend.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Justin Navarez, goaltender for the Ice Hockey Alumni team, and you're watching the AUpuck Report.
All right, I'm back here with my next guest, goaltender Bryce Miceli. First, Bryce, welcome to the show. Thank you for coming.
Thanks for having me.
First of all, how do you think, how's college life treating you?
I like it a lot more than high school. It's a lot more freedom. It's a lot more fun.
Oh, cool. You played high school at Exeter. Talk about your playing days at Exeter.
I had a lot of fun playing Exeter. I grew up playing with most of the kids on my team and the teams I played against, and it was just, I like playing school hockey because you couldn't take it too seriously. You just had fun with it. So.
I was doing a little bit of research online. I see you also played lacrosse.
Yep.
You're a double athlete.
Yeah.
That's cool. Are you planning on playing lacrosse here or just sticking to the hockey side?
Yeah, I talked to the coach, and I'm probably going to play sophomore year. I just don't want to play freshman year.
Okay, that's cool. Talk about being a double athlete. Is there one sport that's harder than the next? I mean, each sport is one season, and the other sport's the next season. So is it easy?
There's the in-between period where you're at the end of hockey season beginning of lacrosse season. That's probably the hardest time. So we have games and in between games for hockey, I'm at weight room for lacrosse.
Okay. How long have you been playing hockey?
Since 5th grade.
Is there anybody who influenced you to be a goaltender?
My dad. He's kind of used to shoot on me with my brothers. I just hop in the net with like just normal shin pads and a baseball glove.
Oh, cool. Is there any goalie who may have influenced you to be a goaltender? Like your favorite goalie of all time?
I just like watching Ron Hextall play. Like, I liked how he was different than everyone else and how he's physical. So I kind of just saw him play and I wanted to play too.
Now, right now, there's like a lot of goaltenders, but I've been watching you, and you've actually been pretty good at practice. So I hopefully someday, or when your time comes, you get to finally get some action. Did you get any action during preseason?
I was supposed to play against Kutztown, but I was sick, so I didn't play.
Okay. Who is actually your favorite NHL team?
The Flyers.
Okay. What do you think of the coaching staff this year, since it's sort of a new type of chapter, I would say?
It's really new to me. I like all the coaches, but the only coach I ever talked to before is O'Connell. He was the one that recruited me. So I like Dak, I like Lucian, but they're just new to me.
Okay, so O'Connell still does some recruiting?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's cool. Well, that's basically it. Thank you for coming.
Yeah.
I really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
All the best this season.
Thank you.
Go Crusaders, all right. All right, I'm here with my final guest of the evening, defenseman Matt Klosinski. Welcome, Matt.
Thank you. Thanks for having me, buddy.
You're entering this is your sophomore year.
Mm-hmm.
Last year, you played 16 games, which a lot of the game, basically the whole season. How do you think your first season went in collegiate hockey?
I think it went pretty well. I mean, I scored a few goals, got a few assists. I think it went pretty well. I mean, coach seemed to like what I was doing out there and played me, so I had a good time.
Talk about what do you think the most important thing is of being a defenseman?
Just making sure you're watching where your guys are, and making sure you're scanning the ice, trying to find an open guy, so they don't get the puck and score. You know what I mean?
What type of defenseman are you?
I'd say more offenseman.
Okay.
Offensive defenseman.
What are your thoughts this year on the coaching staff? There's Dak's been here a couple of seasons as the assistant, and now he's finally here as the head coach. What are your thoughts?
I like it. I mean, I like that he's the head coach. I mean, he's easygoing. We get along pretty well, so I like it.
Cool. Where's your relationship with the team off this? Are you? I hear you're very close with Duggan. Is that true? You guys
me
hang out a lot?
and Duggan, we have room last year. We're in the pods this year, and we both have singles, but yeah, we're both still close. I go to the hockey house all the time, hang out with them, like Dane Duro, Urban, Kakasi, Billy.
Yeah, I was in the pods.
Yeah.
I loved it.
It's nice.
With hockey players who are all now gone. So
exactly.
That was a fun time.
Sure.
Tough one this Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Past Sunday, you unfortunately got injured in that game. It could be a big loss. What's your timetable? What happened?
I'm looking about 2 to 3 weeks for at the max. I have a small fracture on my clavicle and my AC joint's a little bit torn, but we'll get back together and then start playing again in 2-3 weeks.
Well, I hope you feel better.
Thanks.
Hopefully you have a fast recovery and come back
hopefully.
100%. Couple of games coming up here before I record again. What's it gonna, after that very unfortunate loss the other day? What do you think it's gonna take to get back on the win side this weekend against the University of Maryland?
I think we just need to pull together, just keep going out there, hitting people, getting the dirty goals. You know what I mean? Just working hard.
Like the next 2 games are at Santander. You played a couple of games there last season. What was it like to actually play on Santander ice?
I like the Santander ice because just like the ice is obviously really good there since it's more of a professional rink. It's cool playing with the stands there. Wish it'd get filled up more, but can't do anything about that.
hey, sometimes the Royals are not really
Yeah.
the attendance is really bad. So it's usually on the weekends we get bare crowds, but like during the week, if football's on, forget it. People are gonna stay home to watch football.
Yeah, makes sense.
Huh. Yeah, that's basically it. Thank you for coming.
Alright.
It was awesome that you asked me about the pink jersey because that fits in with what we were talking about
definitely.
earlier with Lex. So,
Yep. All right. Thanks, buddy.
Yep.
Thanks for having me.
all right. Well, that is it. All of our guests, thank you. I appreciate you coming. No, that was terrible. Right. All right, welcome back. There you have it. That's our second show. I want to thank all of my guests this week. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Also, this week's Alumni of the Month is the one, the only K-Mengs, a.k.a. Kevin Mangle. K-Mengs, I miss you, buddy, for watching. Please come on. Please come on. I know you're busy, but please. We'd love to have you. So shout out to you. Again, get your pink in the rink stuff. Come all dressed out on the 28th. Should be a good game. Fighting for a cause. Well, again, contact Alec Oncay. She will get you hooked up with all that stuff. The next game, we are back in action after not having a game last night due to cancelizations beyond our control. We finally will be back, but not at Body Zone. This Sunday we play the first ever game of the season on Santander Ice. That's right, the home of the Reading Royals ECHL team. The Crusaders will get to play on a bigger rink this Sunday against the University of Maryland as they're in town for a tilt. I believe University of Maryland we usually play in the preseason, so this may be the first time we play them in the actual season. So we get to see what they got this weekend, see how the teams match up with each other. Actually.